An FCT High Court has convicted and sentenced former Taraba State Governor Jolly Nyame to 14 years imprisonment with option of no fine over 1.6 billion naira fraud. Nyame was found guilty and convicted on 25 of the 41 count charges bordering on criminal breach of trust, misappropriation, and graft. Not guilty on 14 others and discharged on 2 counts. Delivering the judgment, Justice Adebukola Banjoko said that the money earlier seized by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) from the convict should be returned to the government treasury. Banjoko said the convict, being a clergy, should have lived up to his calling, noting that the fact before the court showed that the convict had encouraged other government officials in Taraba during his regime to engage in reckless misappropriation. South-South Governors Forum has reinstated its demand for restructuring and 13% derivation from the federal government. Spokesperson of the forum, Bayelsa State Governor Seraki Dixon, stated this after a one-day meeting of the governors in Port Harcourt, Rivers State, Nigeria. The governor, who noted that the demand was in the spirit of clamor for restructuring and in line with true federalism, said the forum demanded for 13% derivation from the $1 billion withdrawn from the SS crude account by the federal government for security. Dixon said the forum was not against the amount withdrawn by the federal government to fight insecurity in the country. While expressing support for the devolution of powers among the federating states, said there is need for withdrawal from the National Assembly, a bill on the management and administration of water resources. The victory of Emmanuel Macron on May 7, 2017 French presidential election triggered a new wave of political awakening among many young Nigerians. Macron, who defied all odds to become the youngest president of France at the youthful age of 39, and whom many now see as the new face of possibilities, instantly become a source of inspiration for the youth of Nigerians, pouring in than a new consciousness that with the right political mobilization and action, they can take charge of government and redeem their country. Many young Nigerians on conventional and social media seem to have suddenly realized that their country for far too long has been run by older generation who lack the 21st century leadership foresight the country desperately needs. It is on this basis to redeem the country that the Chief Executive Officer of Ben Television, Ali Shoede, on May 7th officially declared to run in the 2019 presidential election, assuring that he is the right replacement for the incumbent President Muhammadu Buhari and to instill transparency and accountability in the country. With optimism, Ali Soede is better prepared to take Nigeria out of the wood.
It is a honor as well for me to be here to even dream that I want to contest for the highest office of my dear, beloved, great country. Nigeria, great people, wonderful country. More than 180 million of us. There is no doubt whatsoever that we are at the right time looking into the future of our dear nation. For me, as I said, this is a call to answer the yearning of the young, the youth, the elders. I have traversed the country speaking to people, listening to their views and opinions. There are too many tremendous and golden opportunities for Nigeria. There is no doubt. There is no doubt whatsoever that Nigeria is a great country, and you are indeed great people. My standing is for the journey of 1,000 miles. Your being here is to participate in the bigger project of making Nigeria better and greater. So we are all together in building the future of our great nation. Nigeria as a nation has been through a lot of trials and tribulations, the vast majority of them unnecessarily. But as they said, when we get to the crossing, we shall cross it. The calling of the youth, the calling of our elders, is that the youth should get themselves engaged in politics of this great country. And it means I and you are answering to those calls that we should join Nigerian politics.
Fondly called AS The Bridge, is the International Mentoring Commandant of Youth Advancement and Development Project, the initiator of Centenary Nigeria, agriculturist who was listed among top 100 personalities in Africa as a global brand for Nigeria.
My name is AS The Bridge. People said, why are you AS The Bridge? Why are you the bridge in this period of time? And I said in reply, for the last 20 years, the ethos of my company is bridging the gap. And anybody that knows the company knows that the ethos is bridging the gap. So I'm not making up anything. The fact is, quite a lot of people just know me as a Nigerian. Because when you ask me what state am I from, I will tell you it doesn't really matter because I'm just a Nigerian. But because of politics of today, I have to somehow, somewhere, give the history that I am a Nigerian. And I have a local government, I have a state, I have local governments, and I have states. My parents are from the northern part of this country and the southern part of the country, so I qualify as the bridge between the north and the south. I'm really grateful for our founding fathers because they sacrificed a lot for us to be where we are today. No matter the fault, no matter how they brought us here, but they did something. They wanted to be a bridge at that period of time in the history of Nigeria. And I thank God that as I'm standing in front of you, I'm standing likewise as the bridge, and you too should stand as the bridge.
Kasim Afebua, spokesman to former military president General Ibrahim Babangida, retired, endorsed Ali Soyede as a man to be trusted in handling the affairs of the nation.
Ali Soyede came to me about a year ago and, mooted this idea of yes we can movement. We interacted, we critiqued, and in the final analysis, he said he will go ahead. I looked at the pros and cons. I looked at the financial involvement and all of that. But I am not one person who would not want to kill a dream for a friend who has been there when the going was tough for me. So I promised myself that any day he's declaring, I will personally come to make a remark. And that is why I've shelved every other engagement today to be physically present here to make this remark. Alistair Soyede is a great Nigerian. He is an ambassador of this country in different fora. He has been president of NIO, that is the Nigerian Diaspora Organization. He has also painstakingly nurtured a global brand, a television called Ben TV in London, and to the credit of Nigeria.
Afebua, who was invited by the Nigerian police over a statement he issued, said he will not vote President Muhammadu Buhari at 77 years old, saying the ruling party APC is not doing well and has not tailored its manifesto to deliver to Nigerians what was promised.
But I have made my intention known, both on national television and elsewhere, that my vote this time will not do for Buhari at 77 years old. I have said it loud and clear that as a young man, when we were campaigning for Buhari in 2015, we thought he will be, the best material money can buy. And we thought, as members of APC, that he will help to arrest the drift that had become Nigeria at that time. As the Commissioner for Information in the last government of Edo State, we went around all the 18 local governments campaigning. And we were campaigning with specific items on our manifestos. But I can stand here, to make the point, and I would like people to contradict me, that we are not doing well. And we have not tailored our manifesto to the letter to deliver to Nigerians what we did promise them. When I heard about President Buhari's re-election, I called my wife and my 2 children. I said, this is the news that we have just received. Let us criticize it. Because I like to be democratic even at the home front. And my little girl of 10 years told me, Daddy, that man is too old. I want to see a young man as president of Nigeria.
Earlier, the National Coordinator, Yes Nigerian Movement, Dr. Mary Manzo, said the movement will continue in its educational series of educating voters on how to do the right thing.
Inasmuch as we say Nigeria is a great nation, inasmuch as we are proud of where we are coming from, as individuals, collectively as a people, we still have a common problem. From the west, south, east, and northern part of the country, we have one common problem. And that common problem can be summarized in deficiency in governance. And time has come when we cannot and we should not continue to raise our fingers and our hands at the government and complain. What have we done right as a people to ensure that the right leaders are placed in position of authority in our nation? Have we come to that realization that we have the power, that you as a people are the government? Have we come to that realization? That is what we are saying in Yes Nigeria. Yes Nigeria has an educational series attached to her campaign. The educational series attached to our campaign is simple. And if we are to tell ourselves the truth, in its simplicity, we will be able to attain the goal that each and every one of us dream in his or in her own heart.
Alice Shoyode is here to tell Nigerians the platform he will contest under even as the 2019 general election draws closer. In Abuja, LM Chukwemeka reports.